everyone, my name is Puput Ayu Saputri, you can call me Puput. I'm a student at Bina Sarana Informatika University, majoring in accounting at the Faculty of Economic and Business. With student ID number 632500068. The purpose of this video is to talk about smoking on campus. In my opinion, smoking on campus is a serious problem that affects the health and comfort of the entire academic community. The latest statistic from the 2023 Indonesian Health Survey (SKI) reveal alarming fact about smoking behavior among college students and young people. There are 17 million active smokers in Indonesia. 7.4% of whom are aged 10 to 18 years. The 15 to 19 age group has the highest number of smokers, reaching 56.5%. This condition shows that many students are trapped in the habit of smoking even though they are aware of its dangers. Why does this happen? Because cigarettes contain nicotine, which flows quickly into the bloodstream and reaches the brain in seconds, triggering the release of dopamine, which creates a feeling of satisfaction and pleasure. When the nicotine level in the body decreases, smokers experience withdrawal symptoms such as anxiety, irritability, and difficulty concentrating, which makes them want to smoke again. Cigarettes contain more than 4,000 harmful chemicals such as nicotine, tar, and carbon monoxide, which can damage the cardiovascular and respiratory system and brain function. Research also show that smoking can reduce memory and concentration, thereby negatively affecting student academic performance. Furthermore, smoking on campus also has negative impact on the environment. Cigarette butts litter the campus, damaging its cleanliness and taking years to decompose, disrupting the ecosystem of parks and waterways. The effects of smoking on passive smokers are very dangerous. Passive smokers are people who do not smoke but are exposed to cigarette smoke from smokers around them. This smoke contains thousands of toxic chemicals that can cause heart disease, lung cancer, and respiratory disorders. Children and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable to these effects, including the risk of premature birth and respiratory tract infection. Therefore, it is important to protect everyone on campus from exposure to cigarette smoke for the sake of everyone's health. This is a serious wake-up call for educational institutions to strengthen anti-smoking programs and create a smoke-free campus environment for a healthy and more productive future for the young generation. To that end, campus can educate their students about the danger of smoking and how to fight. Alternatively, campus can also create designated smoking areas so as not to disrupt the surrounding environment. That is my opinion smoking on campus. It might be difficult thing for friends to quit smoking, but if they are determined to change from now on, it might not be late for the future, not only for themselves, but also for their future families. For my second assignment, I will make a video about question words. Please watch the video. Question words is the word that used to ask something like please, people, listen, why, and so on. In Indonesian, we are familiar with the term 5W and 1H. which is similar to the question words we will discuss today, namely what, where, why, when, whom, who, whose, which, and how. First is what, apa, used to ask about objects, names, and things. For example, what is your name? What are you doing? What shall I do? You can also use the word what to ask for repetition or confirmation, or to ask someone to repeat or confirm what they have said. For example, what have you done? Can you repeat that? Second is where, di mana. Where is used when you want to find out information about the location or place, destination, and position of someone or something. For example, where do you live? Where is my backpack? Where did that happen? Third is why, kenapa. This question word serves to seek reason or cause. In this case, the reason can be positive or negative in order to understand the background of an event. For example, why did that happen? Why did he arrive late? Why did bicycle break down? Fourth is when, kapan. When is used to ask about the time something happened. For example, when did you finish your military service? When is your birthday? When does the semester break start? Fifth is which, yang mana. Which used to ask which option. For example, which will you choose, flat shoes or sneakers? Which will you prefer, the bus or an online motorcycle taxi? Which will you choose, a traditional kebaya or modern kebaya? Six is who, siapa. Who to ask about people or someone or subject. For example, who are you? Who opened the door? Who drink the tea on the table? So, in English, there is a difference between question words used for subject and object. If who is used to ask about a person, who is the subject, then whom, siapa yang. Whom is the question word used for a person who is the object or recipient of the subject action. For example, who did you see at night? Who is Annie talking to? Who is the president of the basketball club? Well, besides who and whom, there is one more question word, namely whose. Whose is an interrogative word used to ask about possession. For example, whose car is that? Whose cat is this? Whose shoes are you wearing? 9 is how, bagaimana. How to use when you want to ask about process, condition, and quality. For example, how did you get here? How did you do the exam? How many people live in Earth? Well, there are 5 types. First is how plus adjective, or adjectives such as, for example, how old are you? How tall are you? Second is how often, used to indicate the frequency of someone's habits. For example, how many times does he go to the bookstore in a month? How many times does he go to fishing every month? Third is how many, used to ask how much of something that can be counted. For example, how many birds do you keep at home? How many loaves of bread are in that box? Fourth, how far, used to ask how far a distance is. For example, how far will you go? How far is to walk to the national monuments? 5. How much, used to ask about the amount of something that cannot be counted. For example, how many stars are in the sky? How much water in the world? So I will explain two formulas. If we ask about the subject, we use the formula 1. Ask about the subject, QW plus V S or ES plus O. The use of S or ES is used in verbs when the subject is unknown. For example, who drinks the coffee on the table? Who eats rice? 2. Asking about something other than the subject. QW plus auxiliary or to be plus S plus V plus O. After the question word, it must be followed by an auxiliary or do or does for simple present sentences, and did for simple present or to be, are, is. Do is for the subject I, you, they, we. Does for he, she, it, Tommy. Did for our subject in the simple past tense, am I. Are is you, we, they. Is he, she, it, Tommy. Examples of questions that do not ask about the subject are: what do you eat? Where does he study mathematics? Where are we going to Thailand? Why is he late for every class? The example for the simple past tense is used to express even in the past. For example, what did you buy at the anime event last week? Did you do your homework yesterday? Time for quiz. First, A. Blah blah blah. Are you crying? B. I'm crying because I lost my book. Second, A. Blah blah blah. Do the ticket cost? B. I don't know. Maybe 35,000. Third, A. Blah 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 is sitting behind you. B. Janet. The answer are: 1 is why. Why are you crying? Number 2 is how much. How much do the tickets cost? And the last one is who. Who is sitting behind you? Okay, that is my presentation. I hope it is useful and meets the requirement for the project. Please forgive any mistakes. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.